to take out the vessel's 2 D-matrixes of those tanks. This is absolutely insane. Lita might be able to hold. No, Lita does not hold. The D-matrixes, not enough to protect the troops from Lita. Lita trying to do a little bit more harassment, but you know what? I think Lita is losing this game. He's not getting enough mining out to compete with that huge army of Storks unless he has all of his troops at home. I don't see much on the map for Lita at this point. Oh my god, this is insanity. Lita is pumping from his factories, so he is getting a backup troop out, but I think that Stork's little plan to go for just a huge Dragoon army there instead of trying to save his bases might be actually working out for him. We'll see what he does from this point. I think a recall or something would probably be the best idea, just to try to get past that initial defense, because you know Lita's going to defend that main at all costs from the front. So if you want to be able to get in, you're probably going to have to recall into the main of Lita's. And Lita is so low on troop count here. I think Stork has this game if he can find some way to get past everything here, get past the mines, get past the height advantage that Lita has. And Lita's going down for another harassment, actually. And I really don't think these guys have many minerals left. I'm not sure if Stork has any. Yes, he's still mining from the inside 8 o'clock. And Lita's coming down. He might be dropping on the ledge here to get rid of another base of Storks. This is insane. Stork is still up here with Dragoons. The Dragoons kind of the freeze glitch from Dragoons. If there's a unit too far away, they try to hit it, but they can't. And that kind of makes Dragoons freeze, which is very annoying. But the Arbiter coming in, this is going to be a recall, and I don't think that Lita saw it. No, Lita didn't see it. A recall straight into a little area over here where we can go down and very freely just push into this base from Lita's. Of course, you got to keep his Dragoons safe. He didn't recall right on top of the base, which is probably the best idea for Stork. He would have been, tackled by EMP there from Lita. So Lita's going to hold this, I think. I think Lita's going to hold this off with his siege tanks. This is insane. Since he has the science vessel in here, he doesn't have to worry about scan or anything. So Stork's still trying to go down and harass that, but Lita is holding his ground. Somehow Lita is still holding on, getting a bunch of vultures out. Lita has been committing mostly to vultures here to probably get a bunch of mines out on the map and make it even more difficult for Stork to take his bases. But man, I'm not sure who's going to take this game at this point. Lita coming in for another harassment. Archons for Stork. This is ridiculous. I guess he was going to try to transition into a Templar build, but he figures it's probably best if I just go for Archons. They're a very strong unit, and I'll be able to push through the units rather, and get some splash damage. Lita exposing his base up there by getting rid of all the minerals, and now he's trying to float his command center over to the inside 12 o'clock to try to take that. And he's going out with his entire force to defend it. This is just insane StarCraft. He has quite a few tanks, though. So I think Lita probably can take this game back, although don't listen to me. Just a second ago I said that Stork definitely had the game. But now look at this minefield. Stork's going to have such a hard time fighting this off. Stork has the inside 5 o'clock again. I can't even believe it. He might be able to take the actual 5 o'clock base as well and be able to defend it. He has a pretty substantial army still out on the ground. And Lita's going over here to mine at this inside 12 o'clock base. I'm not sure how much more gas that Lita is getting here. Lita can't be mining much gas. I think most of the gas on the map is probably depleted, if not all of it. I think all of the gas is probably depleted at this point. Drawing in your 2 gas per base. You know what? That inside 5 o'clock probably does have some gas still left in it. But Lita defending that flaming command center in the middle of the map with another tank, another nice harassment from Lita. We're 32 minutes into the game here, and Lita is still planning out some epic harassment. Some very epic harassment, coming in with all of his vultures to surround everything that Stork has, although there are Dragoons out, so the Dragoons might be enough to fend this off. Lita ridding the world of probes. This is a probe holocaust from Lita. There are no more probes here. And I'm not sure if Stork has enough minerals to pump more probes. Yes, he is pumping a couple more probes. He has some probes coming from his other bases to go into mine. So, wow. This is insane. I still don't know how to call this. I guess I could say that Stork, since he has Arbiters, he somewhat has a tech advantage if he can find some way to snipe those Science Vessels. Science Vessels cost a lot of gas, so Lita's not going to be able to keep up Science Vessel production. So he's going to have to work with a very limited number of Science Vessels. And since he's been going so much for Vultures, it makes me think he's been saving up gas to hit that Science Vessel production. So this is insane. So yeah, Stork, he can pretty much safely assume at this point that there aren't going to be a ton of tanks coming out of those production buildings. Lita's going to have his tanks on the ground, but I think that's all he's going to have, basically, since he's been going for such a heavy Vulture build. Another EMP of the Archons. Archons being picked off by Vultures. Ridiculous play from Lita. And Lita's going to come down here once again to pick off probes at this base. Some epic harassment. Seriously, this is probably the best harass game I've ever seen. And for an exhibition match, this is absolutely insane, because exhibition matches, players usually don't give a crap. They just, whatever. I'll just go 2 base carriers or whatever. Let's get this over with. A bunch of probes over here for Stork. So Stork will be able to run those probes over to get some more mining done. First-person perspective of Stork. Says APM's a little bit lower here because he doesn't have much to do other than swing his troops in the middle of the map and get some probes mining. Yeah, those Archons might make the difference if he can keep them from being EMP'd. He's still pushing the base here. A nice stasis of the Science Vessel there. I think the Science Vessel did get one EMP. These are nicely positioned tanks, though, so Stork might have made a big mistake pushing into this base. He is making Lita lift that command center once again. He might be able to pick off the command center as well. I think he is going to be able to pick off the command center. Oh man, the command center goes down, so Lita's not going to be mining for a long time. I'm not sure where... Okay, Lita's going to have to lift off one of his other command centers and float it over. I don't think he has enough minerals to build another one. And Lita, knowing that this is the time to strike, since Stork lost a bunch of troops and that attack, Stork is coming in with his entire troop, but I don't think it's going to be enough unless he does a stasis here, a double stasis or something. Oh, Stork being completely fended off. Stork, look at the Stork's smile on his face. He knows that is probably it. Oh, he should have just fallen back with that troop. Maybe tried to wait for stasis energy to come up, and that might have been the one deciding factor of the game. GG from Stork. That was a ridiculous game from both. Wow. Absolutely insane from Lita. I don't know where he got all those troops from at the end. I think the tank positioning really helped him out in that game. And Stork was feeling a little bit suicidal in that game, which kind of helped Lita out a bit. Stork wanted to get the game over with and push Dragoons in, which didn't work out for him on a few occasions. He did that about 3 times, and it didn't work out for him. He lost way too many troops pushing through the tanks. And I think I've lost my voice already. Wow, that was a much longer game than I was expecting. But this has been Nuke. Thanks for watching this epic as hell game. And I will probably be back with another mystery commentary as soon as more epicness happens or another Stork match comes up. We'll see. See you guys later.